What is your name, what are your pronouns, and what are you going to talk about today?
My name is Vaibhav and my pronouns are he, him, and today I'm going to talk about mental health.
Could you please give us a mental health 101?
Mental health is a measure of someone's emotional and psychological well-being, just like physical health. If you feel like something's wrong and you do not feel like yourself, then it would be good to look into your mental health then.
How has mental health affected you personally?
So having anxiety is like you would overthink every single aspect of your life. Doesn't matter if you are in a war or you're just walking down the street. My mental state always was something of a fight or flight mode in varying percentages. And at university you have to do assignments, and if you have exams, God save you if you have anxiety as well. You find it really hard to complete the tasks you have because your anxiety is not letting you do it.
How did mental health affect you growing up?
I always felt like I should solve my problems on my own. So that really made life difficult because I was always overthinking, I was mentally exhausted, I was overanalyzing stuff, and I forgot to live my life. Sometimes my friends would mention that they can tell that I'm stressed. They can tell that I'm overanalyzing life and not actually living it.
Have you felt you'd been marginalised or stereotyped due to having poor mental health?
Okay, so my teachers would always say to me and my parents that I'm absent-minded, I'm not present when they're teaching, and I don't want to work hard, and I do not have any focus. Now that I realize what was happening is I was always overthinking everything, and there was a lot of stuff going on in my head, so naturally everything else I would do would be hard to do. It was like in the process of when everybody is telling you you are doing this wrong, you are doing this wrong, and you do not know or you do not have the slightest of idea why you are doing something wrong or how you could fix it, you do not build confidence. In my school years, in my university years, I was not confident like at all. And if my parents would tell me, like a toxic positivity thing, like, you're doing good, you're fine, you're wonderful, I'm like, I don't believe, because it's clearly not working for me.
Could you do some myth busting about stereotypes surrounding mental health?
First of all, feelings are invisible. Not your partner, not your parents, not your friends, not your professor. Nobody can actually see what's going on in your head, right? So there's a little bit chance they think that you're lying or something like that. And secondly, medically, we are nowhere close to understanding how a human brain works. Because we think that one solution fits all is a good strategy. Like on my own, I would like, if I had struggles with studying or completing my assignments, I would just lock myself in a room for like 2 or 3 days and try to study like a straight path, but it clearly doesn't work. And it took me like years to understand, because I was so much struggling with my anxiety and overthinking literally everything. It was hard to be aware of what was actually going on with me. It's kind of confusing, but it is what happens when you are literally overthinking even walking or something like that. You have to figure it out on your own with the help of your parents or your counselors or your professors at the university. Whoever is ready to help you, ask them for help, because even if you don't understand what's going on in our heads, we still want to help each other, because that's how we move on.
How could the people around you and the university do better or help you more?
Okay, so because I'm an international student, it's clearly a bit different for me as compared to the locals. University can help us in many ways, university can organize sessions for us to understand the culture of the place. It's very important. We should focus on saving students' energies by making life easier for them however we can, so that they can focus on their assignments, their jobs, their careers, and their overall mental health. In a utopian world, everybody would help each other like fully and perfectly. But since we are in this real world, the most you can do is listen to your friends, your family, and your family and friends can listen to you. to understand what's going on, or at least try to understand, or when saying things out loud helps you realize something. It's the most we can do in this world.
How do you feel media represents mental health?
Most of the time, I see people talking about mental health, like general, not something specific like ADHD or something, but like general. I can only relate to a couple of people. For example, on the top of my head, I remember this Instagram influencer Gary Vaynerchuk. I can relate to literally everything he says. I do not know how he does that, and you can take help from people who are trying to help you on social media, in your life. Just listen to them, and if you think they make sense to you, then just go for it. Try applying that advice in your life. And my most valuable advice I can give, I think, is limit your coffee if you have anxiety. Go to the gym, or anything you can do to make your heart work harder than usual, at least twice a week, and you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Don't worry.
Is there anything else you would like to say, or anything else you would like anyone to know about mental health?
To put things in perspective, I just recently discovered that anxiety and stress and adrenaline peaks were making my eyes hurt. I thought I had a prescription, but turns out I just had anxiety. And whenever my eyes hurt, it's a clear sign of me getting too stressful, and I should take a breather, or I should relax, look at a tree or something. To conclude, the aim for you is to have a Zen state of mind. Now, you may not be able to achieve it all the time, every single day, but you can sure strive for it, because it does means to live life. Another thing I could mention is the thing I think all humans struggle is acceptance. Try accepting all the truths in your life, and you will be much better.